recording, boys. Sorry about that. Listen, when you're on WST,
That's right. Yeah.
that's when you do things.
Wes, do you know the three rivers of the three rivers?
The Allegheny, the Monongahela, and the Ohio.
Oh man, we could play Pittsburghopoly.
Yeah.
No hesitation there either. So.
No hesitation, my friend.
I thought maybe the Monongahela was going to trip him up, but not this guy.
All right, Johnny.
Look at that, guys.
Mugs
awesome.
up, boys.
This is exciting.
Stewart, get your mug. Get your mug up.
Mug's up. Hey, Johnny's back.
He's back.
Hi, guys. The internet clearly did not like me giving Wes a hard time. That's what it's like when Stewart's working his boots. People come in and they're like, Mr. White, my God.
Yeah. Stewart, you need to get some little pamphlets that have the raccoon on it, and you just sit there and just sign them. Here.
He signs Beanie Babies. He does meet and greets and signs Beanie Babies.
All for the kids, guys. All for the kids.
It's all for the kids. It's all about the kids. Welcome back, everybody, to the Finer Flippers Resale Podcast. Gentlemen, this is a special one.
Yes, and based on the way that Wes has set us up, welcome to episode number 1, guys. Our first ever podcast, because the way Wes is going today, you would think we have not done this 74 other times, episode 75.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to me, Johnny. I backslid. I went all the way back to episode 1. I wanted to hear what we did on the first episode. I literally did that last night, and I listened to it, and we had the 7 things you should consider when going into reselling. So I did. But we are on episode 75, and I've got a special treat for you, Johnny. I know you're going to be super excited about this. Are you ready? Is he frozen?
Yeah, I believe he is.
Is he gone?
He's either frozen or he's
faking
really,
us out. He's pulling a Stewart.
thinking really hard about something.
What are you thinking about, Johnny? And he's gone.
Real time reselling here on the podcast, Wes. I just got a offer for something I have on eBay. Tell you what, I'll get yours and Johnny's opinion on whether I should take this offer. It's a mid-century modern purple glass bowl by some guy with a Swedish name, Bengt Edenfalk. I've got it listed for $157.32, and I just got an offer for $125. And my cost of goods sold in it's 0. So I think that's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yes, 100%. Take it.
All right. Let me know in the chat if everybody would do this as well, but I think I am going to take it. Tell you what, let's just go real time and accept this. You're getting live action reselling here. Let's see, respond to offers. Let's see where it's going to. And it's going to Virginia, so shipping will be relatively inexpensive because that price will include shipping.
Okay.
Accept offer. It is. All right, it's sold.
Very good. Right on the money.
It's a cool looking bowl. Let me share my screen real quick and show it to you. Is he there waiting, or is he?
No.
He hadn't texted or anything. I hope his house didn't blow up or something.
Hey, what happened to you?
Are you guys still recording?
Yeah.
I think all my internet just shut down.
Huh.
And then I was trying to text you guys and nothing was going through.
Huh.
So I'm trying to restart my router.
Okay.
So stay tuned.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, so it was this bowl here. So it's nothing real fancy, and it's pretty small, as you can see, 5.5 by 4. And,
yeah, that's not real big, is it?
No. And
it's
sold for.
How do you say that? A scruff? It's a scruff.
It's a scruff. A scruff bowl by Bengt Edenfalk. So Yeah, I mean it's there. It's signed on the bottom, so you can see.
Oh,
So.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Now,
it was.
where did you pick that up at?
I actually cleaned out a house, and here, let me cleaned out a house, and that was part of it. It was kind of a deal where if I got everything out of the house, I could just have it all. So,
Oh,
I mean, I've
those are always really good.
done pretty well on that particular deal. So, check out these two little recipe books I found, Wes. Check out the date on those.
Oh, 1862.
I mean,
Wow.
that's smack dab in the middle of the Civil War. I'll give you a quick recipe out of this book, Wes.
Okay.
So this is from 1862. This is what people were eating in 1862.
Mrs. Winslow's
Receipt book.
Okay.
And receipts just means recipes back in the day. So
Okay.
So this is mock terrapin. So not real terrapin. This is mock terrapin, a supper dish. You take half a calf's liver. So if you don't have turtle, you just take your half a calf's liver. You season it and fry brown. You hash it, but not very fine. Then you dust it thickly with flour. Add some mustard and cayenne pepper. Well, you put as much cayenne pepper as you can lay on a half a dime. So that's how they measured things back then. You got your half a dime out, and you put some cayenne pepper on there. And you took 2 hard eggs, chopped them fine, and a tamp of butter as large as an egg. And then a teacup of water. And then you just boil it for a minute or two. And if you don't like liver, it said you could use cold veal. And I guess this is supposed to taste like terrapin. But yeah, it's kind of a common. It's a combination recipe book and quack medicine book. This Mrs. Winslow, I guess she has a tonic that cures everything.
Has it got that elixir in it?
Yeah, it does. So, in fact, let's see if I can find. Yeah, so they sell a Miss Winslow soothing syrup for children.
That's salve.
Yeah, Miracle Dr. Pembroke.
Dr. Pembroke, Miracle Salve Company.
Barney's talking like that funny voice, and Gomer keeps going, how you do that?
Yeah, he talks like this, right?
Yeah, so it says Mrs. Winslow's soothing syrup for children. It cures kids griping in the bowels and wind colic. I guess that means diarrhea and farting, but just a polite way to say that. So,
well, we are talking 175 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Is that right?
My guess is this soothing syrup is probably 100% alcohol. No wonder it cures everything. And you're giving it to kids and stuff. So.
Yeah. You're like, here, this will cure you. It'll be just fine. I'd like to take a moment, though, before we really get into what we're talking about tonight, Stewart. And if we can, give a shout out to several of our subscribers, a couple new ones we have. Kevin Gray, he hit that subscribe button earlier this week. And King Kai TCG joined in. And I want to give a special shout out to my physical therapist over at the KOC in Knoxville, Regina. She subscribed today. So she watched our little story about Stewart the raccoon and was laughing the whole time as she was putting me through my paces and causing me great pain. So, Regina, here's your shout out. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you very, very much.
So did she subscribe because she felt bad about how bad she hurt you today?
No, I don't think she cares. She's like, go ahead and name me because I'm putting you through it. She knows my goals and aspirations. I want to get back by November to be able to get back up and down the floor again. That's my passion. And I know that my career in that avenue is coming to a close. So she's trying to give me another ride or two before it's over with. So again, though, Regina, I do appreciate you very much.
Is this gonna?
Yeah.
Are you gonna officially announce your retirement at some point? And they'll do like the retirement tour of West throughout each gym, and they'll like give you a rocking chair.
I doubt it'll go that far. I'm probably going to just leave the way I come in. Just all of a sudden they look around and Wes is gone. Guy I repped with several years ago, he did that exact same thing, and one night we were over at a West High School in Knoxville, and shout out Knoxville.com. And he said, "Well, Wes, this is my last game." I said, "No, you'll be back," because every referee says that. "You'll be back. Now I'll see you next year," and we never see him anymore. But he said, "I'm going to tell you," he said, "I'm telling you and one other person." He said, "Because I like the way you all ref. You carry yourselves very well." And he goes, "Honestly, you remind me of me when I was younger." And this has been 20 some odd years ago when I first started. He said, "It's my last game." He goes, "I will be gone and you won't see me no more." And I haven't seen or heard from the guy since, honestly. And probably one of the best officials that I've ever been around the game ever. And I've been around it a long time, Stewart. But I asked him, I said, "How many times have you been to the state tournament?" He held his hand up. 0. And so after, I think it was 26 years he reffed, and this year coming up will be my 25th. So I'm hovering right around where he was. But, you just come across people in your life like that you may not realize it at the moment, but they're teaching you and showing you the way that you should go in certain avenues. And I feel like, people are placed in front of us to help carry us to certain destinations. It's just like in this resale game. I'm sure you've had many people over the years kind of give you, a nod or give you a direction, say, "Hey, Stewart, you might want to try about, for an example, getting a reselling booth."
Yeah.
I don't know. How did that, I've been wanting to ask you that because me and my wife we're really on the edge of getting one. We're about there, but I wanted to ask you, what got you started doing that resale thing, since we're talking about how people lead us?
Yeah, so specifically with the booth, the way that started is I never really thought about getting a booth or anything, but I used to go to Fountain City Auction every Friday night, and a lady came up to me after one of the auctions was over and said, "Hey, I've been noticing the kind of stuff that you buy." She said, "I think you would do really well where I have a booth." And I was like, "Oh, sounds like fun. Where is it?" And it was Granny's Attic in Clinton, where I still am today. So that would have been on a Friday night. So Amy and I went down there on Saturday and talked to the owner. And the only booth they had available was a half a booth towards the back of the store. And when I say a half a booth, I mean, you literally almost had to walk sideways to get into it. And the people we shared, they're the other people who had the other side of the booth, made some kind of weird, like, bottle art. They would cut bottles and make ashtrays and other stuff. And so anyway, I said, "Well, we'll give it a try." So we went ahead and signed the contract and started moving stuff in, and we're officially open for business by the next weekend. And I don't think I ever saw any of that bottle art go out in the month that they were there with us. And
Wow.
so they left after we'd been there a month. So we took that booth and ended up with the whole booth. And then the booth next to us opened. And so we ended up with, 2 booths and just kind of grew from there. But yeah, I have Janet to thank for getting me into that kind of, I've always been kind of a jumping both feet in the pool kind of person.
See what kind of happens.
Yeah, literally she talked to me on a Friday and we had a booth by Saturday. So, and it's, expanded to what I have now. I've got 4 booths at the original. Well, actually not. I used to have 4 booths at the original location. We moved to a smaller store, and now I probably have the equivalent of 2 booths at Granny's and then a booth at Bearden and a booth at West End. So 3 locations. And, I've done well enough to keep them, and I still haven't heard back from the other place, but, if you watched a couple episodes ago, I am considering maybe adding a 4th location as well.
It's amazing how, John, we were talking about people that come in and out of our lives, how they kind of guide you in a certain direction. And if you decide to follow that or whatever, there's been a lot of really good people that come in and out of our lives. And then what you do with it, I guess, is up to you. I don't know. Johnny, can you think of somebody that kind of directed you either in your work, that you're actually working your real job, or in your reselling business?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely have worked with people over the years that just kind of have taught just being a good person, and just having passion for what you do. And I've definitely picked up you work with a lot of different people in a lot of different styles, so you kind of make up your own style. But the people that kind of resonate with me long term are the people that genuinely cared. And I think that that's always been important, and that's part of like even Lizzie and I doing the YouTube channel. Like, we don't necessarily try to teach anybody per se, but this is an industry and a hobby or business, however you look at it, that we care a lot about. And if we can help people, cool. I mean,
I saw something this week, and I'm not exactly sure where I saw it, but it was talking about people that make videos. They don't think they're making a dent in somebody's life. And this one guy come on there and he made a comment. He said, "Hey, listen, I'm a shut-in. I can't get out and do things. So I'm kind of living through what you do. Please keep up and please keep going. It gives me something to look forward to each day." And I thought that was, kind of poignant. I was like, wow, these people are living through this guy. He's somebody that, he's a carpenter. He builds things. And the guy that's shut in now used to be a carpenter. So he's made that connection. So you get that yin and yang. Hey, I'm still able to do this. So maybe one day I'll end up watching referee videos. I don't know. I don't know, yelling at referees to the TV. But Johnny, since it is episode 75, I held on to this. I actually did show it earlier, but you were gone. So I want to show you what I'm wearing now. Let me go ahead and start you off right. You got to see, hold on. You got to see this side first, of course, There you go. See, you've got the right colors on your uniform, the blue and the red. See, the Steelers have that. Just come on over.
Y'all want to be us.
But here's the real reason why I'm wearing it. Check it out. 75.
Oh, 75.
75th season. This is a Polamalu jersey from back in 2007.
Oh, head and shoulders.
Yeah, head and shoulders. But anyway.
I mean, you guys, you just stole the actual Steel logo. That's the Steel logo.
I mean, that's what they are doing. They were
not
doing
only
in Pittsburgh. So.
Not only did you steal a logo, you're like, yeah, we're only going to pay to put it on one side of our helmet.
Well, that's about all we could afford. So,
yeah.
Evidently, the story behind that was the owner at the time or whatever. They said, just put that on there for now. Let's see if the fans like it, whatever. Just put one on one side and let's see what happens. And they just left it. They never stood on the other side.
Wow, that's just moving. I mean, just really touching.
Isn't it? It's hard. It's heartfelt. I can tell. Hold on, let me see. Yep, there's a tear in your eye. See it?
Yeah.
Hey, at least you have one logo. The Browns can't afford either side. So
that's true.
This is true.
But they are pulling out some brown helmets this year.
I saw that.
History. I always thought that. I was like, why are they wearing orange helmets? Why don't you wear a brown helmet if you're Browns? Or put the dog pound dog on the side or something, My question to you, Johnny, is white or red? Which is better?
Oh, yeah. So I'm very nostalgic for the red, but I don't know. I kind of lean a little towards the white. I want to see the red on with blue or white jerseys. I didn't like the red on red.
I remember when Stewart, I'm sure you remember when the Bills made the switch from white to red. I like the white look. I think it's a lot better. It's a cleaner look.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Steelers vacillate between the black helmet and that ugly yellow.
The Steelers really need to stop doing those 1920s retro jerseys. That's
they've got a real good one coming out this year, and they're going to be playing the Packers in it. So
yeah,
don't miss that. Don't miss that game. Visit Pittsburgh.
Steelers old jerseys look kind of like something that you'd wear on the chain gang or something.
Yeah,
I mean, are you going to try to go to the world's longest yard sale this weekend, Wes, on Saturday? Or
I'm thinking about it.
That's a no.
Well, no.
That's a no.
Well, I thought about going to Nashville too. Did you see me there? Or did you see Stewart? Who did you see, Johnny?
The way whenever you say I'm thinking about it, I don't know. I don't feel convinced.
Well, I'm not convinced. I'll be honest with you. I'm not convinced. But being on a crutch is not helpful.
Oh no, that might be tough right there because there is a lot of walking involved when you get out of the car.
Yeah.
But I will let you know. I'll be there Friday with Rosie and Amy, and then
I won't be there on Friday for sure. There's no way.
Yeah, I'm planning to go back Saturday too, but I'll let you know how I think it is on Friday.
I would say this: I want to go. Yes, I do want to go. Can I? I'm not sure.
We should make plans for next year to maybe the three of us get an Airbnb or something and spend the weekend.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I know a lot of people do that
from the Airbnb.
Yeah. So,
but 75 guys, 75 episodes, and now this segment, I want to take you back in time.
Oh,
that's kind of why I went back and watched some of the things that we did and we talked about. What is each of one of your all's favorite episodes?
I've enjoyed any of the ones we've had consignment chats on, and I know we've had them on a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, there's a lot of guests I've enjoyed having on. But like as far as, well, I'll have to say the last two episodes with the development of the raccoon and the reading of the raccoon, those are probably two of my favorites just from a laughing standpoint. And
yeah, Johnny, you're going to have to do another one. That's just too good, man.
Well,
yeah, we'll do a future adventures of Stewart.
What did we talk about? Maybe once a month we read and have a new book out. So
yeah,
those have been two of my favorites, and I don't know. I enjoyed. We talked about it last week. I really enjoyed the one with Lillian and Marla. That was fun.
That's one of my favorites.
Watching Lillian die on screen.
Johnny's line. We've never had anybody die on an episode.
And that was episode 45, by the way, the Lillian and Marla episode.
If anybody subscribed and you missed episode 45, travel back and watch that one, especially when Lillian gets choked up. And
I will say,
Mad Libs too, right, Johnny? Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was not one of my most favorite episodes.
Yeah, I don't ever want to do Mad Libs again. Ever.
I will say the most unsettling episode is the Halloween episode 39, which I have still not completely recovered from just yet. But
well, I'm considering how we're going to top that because that was pretty good. We had Stewart. You could hear his air blowing. But I don't know if people saw this, but if they caught that episode. He come on in the European vacation. We're going to be pigs. I can tell you're moving. And the funny thing you said, Johnny, was he looked like the other guy.
Yeah, what were their names? The
we're going to be pigs.
The pig in the poke.
Everybody knows that's the left whatever.
Upper motor neuron or something. And then. So you had to get out of that one, Stewart, and then you got into the reindeer thing, and he's sweating. So be thinking, guys. Here we are in August. Hey, that's a couple months. What are you going to come up with? I think we should do a theme, like a Marvel character or something. I don't know.
I disagree.
How about a losing Super Bowl team? That'll be easy, Johnny. I'll do a winning Super Bowl team.
Whatever.
Yeah, it is about time to give thought to Halloween costumes. So,
what? Let me ask you this: what other episodes can y'all think of? You might have not enjoyed the most, or was a little bit harder to do. Or anything like that. I know we've had, $1 Million Peddlers on. We've had them on several times as well.
Yeah, those are probably my least favorite episodes. I mean, having to deal with Mr. Magazine and Paperboy for an hour.
Well, we can't get Mr. Magazine ever to come on. He's like Johnny said, he's like 1 out of 4. Every time
we'll see if he shows up. We do have the $1 Million Peddler Zone at the end of this month, so we'll see if Mr. Magazine shows up, or whether his kid's like getting a scholarship or has some kind of baseball game, or some.
Johnny said he's buying school supplies.
But
I'll say any episode with Mr. Magazine on is difficult because you weren't prepared for him. You didn't think he was going to be there.
Right. Oh, he's here now. Okay, what do we say? Let's see, who else have we had on?
Well, we had Kristen the Rural Squirrel.
I missed that one.
Yeah, that's right. You wasn't here on that one.
Mm-hmm. I was excited when we had Troy Mountain Man Treasures on. That was exciting. Any episode where people are talking about booths, I just get excited watching Stewart's face light up.
Yeah, he likes to talk about that. But I kind of chummed him tonight while you were gone, Johnny, because now hold your seat here. Melanie and I are getting closer to trying to get a booth. So. Oh yeah.
What are you going to try to sell?
It's going to be more her booth, not mine. Mine's going to be
okay. This makes more sense now.
Yeah, I'm going to be an adjunct person.
Are you going to ask Stewart for the Beanie Babies back so you can have full profit on them?
No. Those are. How are those doing, by the way, Stewart?
I've sold a couple more. Let's see how much I owe you now. Hold on just a second.
Should be.
Of course, I've already paid Wes tens of dollars. You got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, but not for this batch. This is a new.
No. We're probably just in the dollars of dollars right now, but
dollars of dollars.
Yeah, I think I owe you
$31.
$31.
We're up to $9. I'm up to $9.90 of owing you. So we've sold $22 worth minus fees. So
okay.
So it's going to be a Merry Christmas around the Sperling household.
I'll get that new Steelers beanie cap I've been trying to get. I mean, I've got my towels hanging around me. I got my Pittsburgh Pirates oven mitt. See that right there?
Mm-hmm.
It's an oven mitt. You got an oven mitt, Johnny?
No. No, I don't. Wes, do you know the 3 rivers of the 3 rivers?
The Allegheny, the Monongahela, and the Ohio.
Oh man. Man. We can play Pittsburghopoly.
Yeah.
No hesitation there either.
So. No hesitation, my friend.
I thought maybe the Monongahela was going to trip him up, but not this guy.
No. So check him off. Ding, ding, ding.
I do have something that was pretty exciting. We were tidying up a little bit.
I know what that is.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm excited. Hopefully it is not broken yet. I'm assuming it's just in a poly.
Probably.
2 pounds though, Stewart. That's expensive nowadays.
Well, it depends on where it's going, so.
Well, these now that we've been listing things since the increase, shipping's getting expensive.
Mm-hmm.
What I've found is that so priority mail, you just can't use it anymore unless the buyer specifically pays for it, or it's Poshmark, obviously.
Yeah.
Ground Advantage, if it's east of the Mississippi, it doesn't seem like the price has changed very much at all. So anything I ship east of the Mississippi still seems to be pretty close to what it was before. Going west of the Mississippi, though, Ground Advantage really went up a lot too. So I've had to use the FedEx and the UPS options more frequently. I've gotten burned on those before with them upcharging, based on something. I mean,
yeah.
But so far so good. I raised my prices a little bit. I've tried to take that into account, and it doesn't seem to have hurt sales.
All right, Johnny.
Look at that, guys.
Mugs up, boys.
This is exciting.
Stewart, get your mug. Get your mug up.
Mugs up.
Mugs up. Cheers. We have our own mugs.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm going to use it.
Have our own stickers.
Yeah, I need to break those out of the box and start getting ready for the East Tennessee reseller meetup. I've got to get all the stickers ready to go and the mugs ready to go and my jams and jellies ready to go. Hey, one thing talking about shipping that did, just a question for the audience. So who out there uses calculated shipping versus free shipping? Does it vary depending on what platform you're on? Just for example, I'll tell you what I do. eBay, Macari. Well, I'll say Depop. I still haven't sold anything since I've been reinstated, but
wow.
eBay,
30, you need to drop your prices.
I don't know what it is. I've sent some offers out, but I haven't had any nibbles. So eBay, Macari, Facebook Marketplace, and Depop, I do free shipping. I just work it into the price, and I make a little more east of the Mississippi, a little less west of the Mississippi. Etsy's the only platform I do true calculated shipping on, and then shipping's baked into Poshmark and whatnot. Oh, I do free shipping on Knickknacks as well, the district platform. Just curious what other people do, and if you do free shipping, how have the shipping increases affected you? Have you had to raise your prices? Have you considered going away from free shipping? To this point, I don't feel like it's hurt my margin enough to go completely away from it. But
Stewart, I know on like when people live sell, they'll do progressive shipping if you purchase.
Yeah.
Can you do that on the static selling as well?
Well, so for example, on eBay, yeah, since I'm paying all the shipping, I mean, I can ship it however I want to. You know, it's always good if people buy multiple items that'll fit in one box. I mean, that's be the kind of equivalent of progressive shipping on your live selling platforms. Now, the only like Etsy, I do have the option checked where if they buy over $35, they get free shipping. And very rarely does that come back to bite me. It has a few times where they'll like buy 3 really heavy things that equal $36, but
go figure.
I mean, normally if they're buying multiple items, it ends up being $80 to $100+. So I can absorb that free shipping anyway. There have been a time or two I've considered turning that off, but I've left it on. It doesn't seem to have hurt too bad. Whatnot, kind of like probably similar to if you're doing this knickknack or the Didbit paid shipping, it will bundle stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
So during shows, and I mean, I always cap my shipping at $9.21, which basically means that once somebody gets to £1, their shipping's free for the rest of the show. And very rare. I mean, that's another one. Your thinking is if, especially selling paper, once they get to £1, they bought a bunch of stuff. So their dollar value should be high enough to cover even if you end up paying it. But it's not like you're paying once they reach £1. You're paying once they get to £5. Since they pay up to £1, and then that 921 is good from £1 to £5. And then if you go over £5, then you basically pay the difference, whatever the ground advantage price would be based on weight. Speaking of Whatnot, I woke up this morning to 5 marketplace sales on Whatnot. So It's continued to be kind of an unexpected, I guess, windfall, so to speak, because I mean, for so long it was kind of like Depop. I would never sell anything outside of live shows, and
starting to catch fire now.
Here recently, it's been doing really well.
Your show the other night, and I wanted to ask you this the other night when you were selling records with your brother. Like, what person bought the most? How many vinyls did they buy at one time?
I think one person bought probably 18 LPs plus a crap ton of 45s because we were just kind of lotting the 45s together, and David kept throwing in more 45s the more they bid. So I ended up having to put the person who bought the most. I think I split it into 2 packages and just ate the shipping on one of the boxes. But they spent a couple $100, so
Right.
I was more than happy to do that.
Right.
We've I've been trying to consume a lot of Depop content on YouTube just to like figure out the bras and all the slangs and terms and all of that. But I started watching this kid who does about $4,000 a month on Depop. And one of the things that he does is just a flat shipping where it's just $6. And sometimes it's fine. It's kind of a wash. And other times, it goes towards whatever the cost, whatever the price is. So if he sells a sweater and it's 2 pounds, the buyer will pay $6 and he'll make the difference, but it kind of makes it a little more appealing. Just because I think 2 pounds on Depop is like $12, which, if you're selling a $20 or a $25 sweater and shipping's another $12, it's a little unappealing. So we may try to play a little bit more with that, which I think if shipping continues to go up, we may do something like that across the board, just because, if someone's going to buy something for $20 and shipping's $8 or $9 or $10, it may make them not want to buy it, where from a psychological standpoint, versus if it was, $28 and shipping was only $5.
And that's kind of why I do the free shipping, just the psychological part of it. In fact, I had a review on Macari. The last thing I sold on Macari this week, they said, thanks for the free shipping, so.
Yeah.
And it's definitely Macari and Depop, their platform shipping is outrageous in the way they do it. Because I think Macari is similar to Depop. Yeah, it gets really expensive once you get past, the first weight range.
Yeah. Well, the confusing thing about Mercari, and I don't know about you, Stewart, I'm almost just done. And I say that, and then we had 2 sales today, and I'm like, damn it. you just bought yourself another week, Mercari. But
I want to get rid of you.
Yeah. But I think if you have a clothing item, right? Like you have a sweater and it's 2 pounds, you can select that UPS SurePost or whatever. So it's $7.97 to ship for 2 pounds, which is cool. That's actually pretty reasonable if you think about it. But if you have shoes and it's 2 pounds, it doesn't give you that option, and it's $14.99. And so it's weird how the category depends on how you what your shipping rate options are, versus oh, you're 2 pounds, you can SurePost it. And I've never understood that about Mercari.
Johnny, how many people have you had, or have you had more, reach out to you about getting banned from Depop and you trying to give them help to get back on?
We still get, we don't get them as many as when it first came out, but I just sent a link to a lady yesterday. But when that first came out, our Instagram got flooded. we were like, oh, we might have bit off more than we could chew here. But yeah, I would say still I do maybe 1 or 2 a week of people that are like, hey, just happened, or I saw your video from a couple months ago, and we just send them the link. But we got a lot of people that were like, I'm back. We had one guy, we sent him the link. He's like, I'm back in. 2 days later, he got banned again. I don't know what he was trying to sell, but he's like, can you send me that link again? And then 2 days later, he's like, thanks, I'm back. So
he's probably trying to sell that old paint stuff that Stewart was trying to sell.
Yeah. Or a butter knife. You can't even sell flatware knives on Depop. So do you have any kind of, is your link an affiliate link of any sort, Johnny, or is it just purely a link to get reinstated? So
yeah, it's it's just like a Google Docs form.
Okay, so your name's, if somebody did get banned for something real bad, they get your link. It's not like Depop knows. It's not like you're recommending this user or getting something for them getting reinstated. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it just give them the opportunity to get looked at to try to get back reinstated? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I will say, we, I know we talked before, Stewart, and you were like, you weren't going to go back and put old listings on and just kind of do it going forward. I did some bulk listing on through Vendu last week, and I took us from about 500 listings to about 950 listings, and our store has popped off since then.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I need to look at getting some more listings because I only have, let's see, how many listings do we have on Depop? It's probably only 100 and something would be my guess.
And I'm up to 940 now.
Stewart, you need to drop one of your items just majorly and just see if it sells. Pick something. Get you a sale.
On Depop?
Yep.
But I'd say we've probably had maybe 12 sales in the last 4 or 5 days.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good, actually. Wow.
Can you get onto Depop right now, Johnny? It's not, I mean, the page is not loading.
Yeah. Have you been banned again?
Maybe. Depop.com. Yeah, for some reason, Depop's not working, even if I tried just to go to Depop.com.
There you go, Johnny.
I will say that's probably comfortable toilet paper.
No, it's really not. And this is the 5-time Super Bowl champions towel. I want to point that out to you. See, we're 6 now, so.
Yeah,
let's see your shirt. What is that? You got a champion shirt on? You got a champion shirt that says AFC Conference Champions. Wow, that's good.
4 straight.
Oh, and that's right. That's right. I can't even swing it in here. Here we go, Steve. Dude, I would love to be able to go to that game with you. What a fun time we would have.
I would just like to say that I'm not an enjoyable person to watch Bills football with.
I understand.
Lizzie normally leaves the house. She's like, football's on? Yes, I'm out of here.
I just hit record and go ahead, Johnny. Go ahead, my friend.
That's how I used to be watching Tennessee football, but then Tennessee Vols football. But I don't know. Once I had kids, and it just became less important, I guess. So,
well, when I was selling Cokes over there as a 12, 13-year-old, I found out real quick it doesn't mean that much. I mean, you've got people up in the stands, just some of the language they come out with. And literally, on average, these kids are 18 to 22 years old. That's what you're tore up. Your whole weekend is ruined over if they lose.
Yeah, I get. I mean, I still watch all the games and everything, but I definitely don't like throw remotes or anything like I used to when I was younger. So
I just like the sport of it and the athleticism because that's a hard game to play. It's a rough game. So Johnny, before we get off here, let's get your prediction this year. Does the Bills win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I mean, we don't even have to play the season. Let's just make us champs. And
okay, well, I've got this on video now, so we'll go back and then we'll.
I mean, it's the last year of the stadium. You know, you close it out with a championship. You open the new stadium with a banner. I mean, storybook.
That would be storybook, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like when John Ward retired and they won the national championship last year, Wes. So
yeah, his very last game. His very last game he called, and they won the national championship. That's pretty cool. But guys, listen, we're holding up banners tonight. We've got 75 now. Wait a minute, flip sides here. 75 in the books. What about that? Who would have thought the Finders Flippers Resale podcast would be that long? 75.
No.
Although we started off tonight, Johnny. We were like the first one.
I figured we'd do 8, 9, maybe 10 of these and just call it a day. You know, we had some fun.
Well, Now, technically, we did because we did the first 7.
Oh, and then you quit.
Well, I didn't quit. I had to go on hiatus.
Stewart, do you like that? How he keeps saying we?
Okay, I'll accept that.
And what was our comeback episode number then?
8. Comeback was number 8, and we've been going strong ever since.
I mean, because even our oldest videos just say a year ago. But I don't know.
We started in August of 23, boys. August the 23rd of 2023 was our very first one.
Okay, so then we did October 21st, 2023. Looks like we had Ken, SSK promo. Shout out Ken. He was episode 7.
Yep.
And then we came back April 8th.
Because I was gone for the winter, and I went to the state tournament that year. And
so I guess when you look at the videos on the page, they all just say 1 year ago. They don't say 2 years ago.
Yeah, it doesn't say 2 till it's like legit 2.
Right. So like it's coming up real soon. It'll click 2. Yep.
So episode 1, even though it was August of 23, so it still says 1 year ago. So it'll flip to 2 years, probably like September 1st or something.
Yeah.
So that's weird. The podcast is technically 2 years old coming up here in about 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. So if Wes didn't quit on us, we'd be at like episode 100.
I didn't quit. I just had to go in hibernation up in the smoke.
I mean, I will say when your podcast is a month old and then you stop it for 6 months.
Hey, but we came back. That's what matters.
Yeah. We should remember on episode 8, I told you boys, I said I'm in. Episode 8, I told you I'm in. Let's go. And look, we've been getting it.
So I like our tagline on our episode number 1. So the title. So here's a challenge to everybody. Go back and watch episode 1. We'll watch the view count. It's 122 right now. So we'll see if it increases. But just, I don't know, comment, contrast, and compare. What do you think we were like episode 1 versus episode 75? But the thumbnail says reselling talk, great ideas, and good times. So
what's also funny is when you watch some of the episodes, I kept putting us in different spots, but Stewart pretty much hung right there where he is. Johnny, I couldn't figure out where I wanted you and me. I kept looking at it and I was like, I couldn't figure out where exactly we fit until I've hit on this where we're at right now. It's pretty comfortable. I like this.
I've been trying to claw my way to the top of the ladder for 2 years now, and I'm still down at the bottom.
Here, let me go ahead. There you go.
Hey!
Sturt's made it.
How's the view down there, Wes?
I like it down here. It's a nice little cubby hole to fit in. I'm holding you boys up, see? There you go. Here, let's put Johnny in control over there. You go, Johnny. I had Johnny there.
King of the castle. King of the castle. I wonder, so we have like 4 thumbs downs ever. I wonder if it's the same person or 4 different people.
Yeah, and that's on videos. We get a lot of thumbs down on shorts, but on videos, I think it's just 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would you consider Ken our first SSK promo, our first official guest? I know we had Steven on, but he was almost like a co-host, wasn't he? I mean, he was kind of helping us get started.
He was.
So would you consider him a guest more? Or?
Steven was actually my very first person on my podcast on the Slim Flippers. He got me started from day 1.
I mean, he was on episode 2, but I don't know. For whatever reason, I never really considered him a guest. He was more like just part of the podcast for those.
Like Johnny said, he's a friend of the show.
Yeah,
like Dave Beckham, he's a friend of the show. It's good to have friends.
Yeah, I would say Ken was our first. Ken was our first pod guest.
Right. We met those boys down in Nashville. Got to see them. It's kind of neat once you talk with somebody and you've never met them before, and then you go up to them. It feels like you've known them. Because when I saw you, Johnny, I was just like, "It's Johnny," you know. It's like we've known each other forever.
It's interesting. For the longest time, our top 5 episodes were all ones with guests, I think, and now 3 of our top 5 are all just us. No guest safety net there.
Starting to flex that 75 muscle.
Do you feel like Sally Field?
Yeah.
You like it. You really, really like it.
You really like it. We like you all subscribing to the Finders Flippers Resale Podcast for sure.
We do like that.
We really do. We had mentioned, Johnny, I think while you were away, we had mentioned some of our newest subscribers. I want to go back real quick and mention some of our oldest ones, if I could, real quick. Let's see here. Mountain State Resale has been with us for a while. See the Lights, SEA, See the Lights. Banana Finds, Nova Scotian Celt, I guess you would say it that way. Celt, CELT or Celt. Chris K, Dawn Wright, Rebel Junkie, and let's see, Dolly Faye Finds, Andrew Trovato, and Belle Sue 1. Some of those folks have been with us for quite a while. Shout out to all of you all. Thank you for joining us on the podcast.
Wes, is your goal to go through the whole list?
That is my goal. That is my goal. Why not? You got to have goals, Johnny.
Guys, episode 76 is just going to be Wes reading off all the names.
Here, I'll start now. Amy Baker. Sturt from Franklin Hill.
I feel like you're at a graduation.
Like graduation. Yeah.
Magna cum laude.
Please hold your applause till the end.
Johnny graduating, thank the laude.
And periodically I'll set off an air horn.
Yeah. Maybe we just need to have the names scrolling along the bottom or something.
That's not very personal. I like to let them hear their names on there.
Episode 70. Yeah, I'm sure everyone loves you butchering their names, giving out.
Once you start reading them, Johnny, so I'll just hold the list up for you. If I can find it. I can't find it.
Yeah, seriously, everybody go check out all those subscribers' YouTube pages and
Larry Spicer.
Larry Spicer.
Bueller. Fry.
Here, hit another
Fry.
one.
El Diablo Lucifer CW440. Yeah.
Hey, Amy White is on that list.
Amy is on there.
That's what it's like when Stewart's working his booths. People come in and they're like, Mr. White, my God.
Yeah. Sir, you need to get some little pamphlets that have the raccoon on it, and you just sit there and just sign them. Here.
He signs Beanie Babies. He does meet and greets and signs Beanie Babies.
All for the kids, guys. All for the kids.
It's all for the kids. It's all about the kids. Oh, man. Well, gentlemen, that is all the time that we have this evening on the Finders Flippers Resale Podcast, episode number 75 in the books. 75.
Wow. 75 episodes. We're well past early senior citizenship, and we're officially into old age now. So,
yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I need 6 months off.
It's your turn, Johnny. Go ahead. Take it. Johnny, I'll see you soon. But now we're so established we can, pull in another guest and just keep going. So
I will say no more of this recording after 8 p.m. anymore. No.
That's rough. Well, gentlemen, it's been a great one, and looking forward to another 75 episodes with you guys. It's been a lot of fun so far, and let's just keep it going.
All right.
Thank you to our subscribers, guys. Have a great evening.
See you in February.